The following game is being played with History Maker Baseball Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2022, all rights reserved. If you would like to order a copy of History Maker Baseball Express, or if you would like to check out the other products offered from Play Games, please click on the link provided in the description box below.
Welcome back to the channel as we get set for another game in this best of 5 game set between the 2022 Red Sox and the 1927 New York Yankees. Your pitching matchup for this game will be Herb Pennock going for the 1927 Yankees, and opposing him will be Michael Wacha for the 2022 Boston Red Sox. Both teams have each won a game in this series, so whoever wins this game will win. Will win, or excuse me, whoever. I should say whoever wins this game, Game 3, will be putting the other team on the brink of elimination. And my camera's getting a little boner. Sorry for that. And let's get going here with Xander Bogaerts leading things off for the 2022 Red Sox with a 1-2-3. Is Pennock a struggler or workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Bogaerts a champion batter? No, he is not. So that's going to end up being a no runs result of 1 blank. And that's going to do it for the top half first here at Yankee Stadium. The Red Sox go down. And now the 1927 Yankees will take their turn up at the plate against Michael Wacha. .455. Is Wacha a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Earl Combs a utility batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be a men on base result. -1 for the black die of flash control. And luckily enough, Michael Wacha does have control. Both flash and control. So this black die 4 will be reduced to a black die 2. And that's going to put Earl Combs on at second base. With a 2 and a 5, that is going to be a single and a stolen base to begin Game 3 here at Yankee Stadium number 1. And Mark Koenig will be the next batter to roll off of the men on base chart. In the black and blue dice as such of a 15. Scrapper hits double. Mark Koenig is a semi-scrapper. The decider die says he is a scrapper. And there we go. I forgot to switch the progress bar, but now Mark Koenig is going to hit a double, and that's going to bring home the game's first run as the 1927 Yankees lead by a score of 1-0 on the RBI double by Mark Koenig. And that's going to set up perfectly for the Bambino, Babe Ruth. 356 is, I'm sorry, 35. We're still on the mob chart. I'm sorry. 35. Control pitcher gets the ground out. Michael Wacha has control, and that is going to do it as he gives up only 1 run here in the first on an RBI double by Mark Koenig. And the 1927 Yankees currently lead this game by a score of 1-0 after 1 inning of play. We head to the second, and current Yankee and former Red Sox Alex Verdugo will be the batter for the 2022 Boston Red Sox. 556. Is Pennock a star pitcher? Yes, he is. And that's going to end up being a 5 blank to end the top half of the second here at Yankee Stadium with your score still 1-0 in favor of the 1927 Yankees. Here's Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse. 446 is 446, yeah. 446 is Michael Wacha a star pitcher? He is a semi-star. The decider die says he is a star. That's going to be a no-run inning for a 4 blank for Michael Wacha. And that's going to end the second inning here at the stadium with the score remaining 1-0. Still in favor of the 1927 Yankees. Here's Trevor Story to lead it off for the Red Sox here in the top half of the third inning. And I do apologize for the glare here. I'm going to try to dim it just a little bit. There we go. I think that's good. So, I think we got it. All right, perfect. 566 is the role for Trevor Story. And is Pennock a star pitcher? He is a star, so that's going to be a 6 blank to end the third inning with the score still in favor of the 1927 Yankees of 1-0. And Bob Musial will step up to the plate here in the bottom half of the third with a 5.66. Star pitcher for Michael Wacha. He is a semi-star. The decider die says he is. That is going to be a no-runs result of 6 to end the third inning. And the score remains 1-0 after 3 innings. After 3 innings have been played here at Yankee Stadium 1. Bobby Dahlbeck will lead things off, a newcomer to this series. 335. Is Herb Pennock a struggler pitcher? He is not. Is Bobby Dahlbeck a champion batter? He is not, and that's going to be a no-runs result of 3 to end the fourth inning here at Yankee Stadium. And still your score remains 1-0 in favor of the 1927 New York Yankees. Here's Tony Lazzeri to lead off the bottom half of the fourth. 146 is Michael Wacha an ace or dynamic pitcher? No. Is Tony Lazzeri a sat sack is Tony Lazzeri a sat sack batter? No, he is not. That's going to be a men on base result, -1 for black die of control. And it looks like Michael Wacha does have control. So that is going to reduce this black die 6 to a black die 5. Putting the runners on second and third for Tony Lazzeri. And the decider die was not used. 146, ace no, Sansack no. So it was not used. So it'll be multiple runners on base, and we will go to the red die 1 for the second and third result. It'll be back-to-back walks in 2 appearances and a double and an RBI in the second one. And Tony Lazzeri now puts the 1927 Yankees in the driver's seat as they lead 2-0 as we head to the men on base chart for Joe Duggan. reading the black and blue dice as such of a 14. Scrapper hits single. Joe Duggan is a scrapper. That's going to bring home 1 run, and that's going to do it for the inning here. That's going to do it for the 4th here in game 3, with the score remaining, with the score now being 3-0 here at Yankee Stadium number 1. And we head to the 5th, and Christian Vasquez lead things off. 3-3-4. Is Pennock a star pitcher, as we all know by now? He is. So that is going to be a 3 blank to a 3 blank, no runs result. And that's going to do it for the top half of the 5th. And let's check and see if that bullpen is active for the 2022 Red Sox before Pat Collins steps up to the plate. And we will say, they are active. And they are. So the bullpen is active, and the manager for the 2022 Red Sox will keep Walker in this game until he falters. And we'll probably give him this inning, and that will be it. For Pat Collins, we have a 3-6-6. Workman pitcher for Michael Wacha. No, Michael Wacha's not a workman pitcher. Pat Collins is a utility batter. No. So that's going to be an RBI result. Unfortunately, the decider die says no RBI. So that is going to be a no runs result. Of 3 to end the 5th inning altogether. And your score remains 3-0 here at the stadium as we march on to the 6th inning. Jackie Bradley Jr. will lead things off with a 3-6-6. Is Pennock a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is JBJ a utility batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be an RBI RBI question mark result. However, the decider die says no RBI. So that is going to end up being a 6 no runs result to end the 6th inning. And the score after 5.5 innings of play is 1927 Yankees 3 and the 2022 Red Sox nothing. And with that being said, Alex Cora, the manager for the 2022 Red Sox, has already shook the hand of his starter, Michael Wacha. So the Red Sox are going to go back to the pen, are going to go diving into their pen, as they will be making a pitching change, and we will take a timeout. Looks like it'll be Garrett Whitlock to come out of the bullpen for the 2022 Boston Red Sox, as he will be in charge of being the bullpen hero, and he will remain fresh for the remainder of this ball game. With that being said, I do apologize for the blurriness before. It has now been fixed. I took in one of my cards and pointed it up to the camera just to have it be focused. So I do apologize for a little bit of the glare, for a little bit of the blurriness in the early stages of this video. As you can see, it is now fixed, and we move on to the bottom half of the 6th, and Earl Combs will lead it off. And of course, as I will re-roll his dice on top of one another. 1-3-3 is Whitlock, an ace pitcher? No, he is not. Is Earl Combs a sad sack batter? No, he is not. That is going to be an RBI question mark result. However, the decider die says no RBI, and that's going to do it for the the bottom half of the 6th, as the 2022 Red Sox are going to get a no runs result of 1 blank to end the 6th inning here at Yankee Stadium. Nothing beats a good old-fashioned Red Sox-Yankees rivalry here in baseball. And we head to the 7th, and Enrique Hernandez, or Kike Hernandez, will lead things off here for the 2022 Red Sox in the top half of the 7th. 4, 5, 6. The pitcher not fresh. Well, Herb Pennock is pitching a shutout, so he retains semi-freshness. And again, the way that I work fresh, the freshness quality is for both sides, 3 full fresh and 3 semi-fresh. So that way everything is all evened out. So with that being said, Herb Pennock is semi-fresh. However, the decider die is not. He says he's not fresh. So it's going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment, and it will be a stoic. This black die 5 will be reduced to a black die 4, and there's runners at the corners. And with a 4 and a 4, and the decider die will need to be re-rolled. Dot will be 2 hits. Blank will be multiple runners on base. And it looks like it'll be multiple runners on base. I'm sorry for that. It'll be multiple runners on base. And it looks like we have 3, 4, 6. So the red die was a 3. Let me just fix that. There we go. And it looks like we're going to get a 6 out of this. And it's going to give us, for Kike Hernandez, a first and third, an error and a stolen base in 1 appearance, a walk in the 2nd, and a runner's advance, 2 bases single, and an RBI, and they get on the board. And this will probably be Herb Pennock's last inning of work here at the stadium for this game. And Rafi Devers will lead it off on the men on base chart. 2, 4, 6. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 24. And it will be gold fielder makes the out. Unfortunately for Mark Koenig, he is not a gold fielder. So that's going to bring home a run and an RBI. So E6, as the 2022 Red Sox are starting to make a little bit of noise. Noise here in the top half of the 7th inning here at Yankee Stadium. Before Xander Bogaerts dives into his plate appearance, let's see if that bullpen is active for the 1927 Yankees. They are not. They're putting faith in Herb Pennock to get out of this inning with the score right where it's at. We have a 2, a 20. Oh no, a 24 again. Goldfielder makes the out, and it will be neutral for Babe Ruth, and it'll be an E7. Oh, excuse me. It'll be an E7, and the runners advance 1 base. So I thought the run was going to score again. Oh my. So it was first and second before. Now it's bases loaded here for Alex Verdugo, setting up a possibility to blow this game wide open right here and right now. 56 off of the men on base chart. It is the batting team dissonant or the pitching team. Patient draws the walk. Alex Verdugo is not a patient batter, so that's going to be a contact result of 3. and it reads, is Verdugo a sad sack or utility batter? He is not, and that's going to be an RBI, and that's going to tie the game up at 3 apiece. Man, oh man, the Red Sox come back here in this game to tie the game up at 3-all. We head to the stretch here at Yankee Stadium. See, had to get a drink. And let's figure out, while the lovely fans are enjoying a beautiful rendition of God Bless America and Take Me Out to the Ball Game, let's figure out what the RBI was for Verdugo. A hit, and only one came across. It'll be, we'll read the black die 5 with a sac fly and an RBI to tie the game up as we now head to the stretch here at Yankee Stadium 1 with the score deadlocked at 3 apiece. Here's Trevor's story. Or excuse me, Lou Gehrig, I should say. 446. Is Whitlock a star pitcher? He's a semi-star. However, the decider die says he is. And that's going to be a no-runs result of 4 dot to end the 7th inning. And that's going to take us to the 8th. And it looks like the manager for the 1927 Yankees will shake Herb Pennock's hand and say, hey, job well done. Let's see if we can try to get this game back in our favor. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to have the bullpen take care of the rest. So we will take a quick timeout as the 1927 Yankees make a pitching change. Timeout. Joe Girard will be the new 1927 Yankees pitcher out of the pen, as he will be the bullpen hero to get things going here in the top half of the 8th against Trevor Story. 256. Is Girard a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Trevor Story a sad sack batter? No, he is not. That is going to be a men on base result, -1 for the black die if flash. And unfortunately for Joe Girard, he does have flash. So that is going to put Trevor Story on at second with a base hit, a single off of my homebrew optional men on base narrative chart that I have created for this project. And that's going to bring up Bobby Dahlbeck off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 34. Slugger hits double. Unfortunately, Bobby Dahlbeck is not a slugger. That is going to be a single, and that's all she wrote for the 8th inning. So the 2022 Red Sox threaten but do not score, as they still lead, as the game is still tied, deadlocked at 3 apiece, heading to the bottom half of the 8th. Here's Bob Musial to lead things off in the bottom half of the 8th inning. 3-4-5. Is Whitlock a star pitcher? Oh, he's a semi-star, and the decider die says he's not. Is Bob Musial a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So therefore, it's going to be a men on base result, -1 for the black die if flash or control. Garrett Whitlock has both flash and double control. That's going to end up being a no runs result of 4. Yes, I remember now. The decider die was used, so it'll be a no runs inning of 4 dot to end the 8th inning. And Garrett Whitlock has he ever mowed the 1927 Yankees offense, quieted down quiet them down a little bit to hopefully to get his team back into this game to hopefully take a 2-1 series lead heading into game 4. Christian Vasquez will lead off the top half of the ninth for the 2022 Red Sox off of the main chart. 2-3-5 is Joe Girard a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Christian Vasquez a sad sack batter? He is not. That is going to be a men on base result, -1 for the black die of Flash. And Joe Girard does have Flash, and again, that's going to put the runner on first. And however, this time it'll be a walk for Christian Vasquez, and that'll bring up JBJ, Jackie Bradley Jr., to the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of an 11. Batting team harmony or pitching team dissonant. Well, both the batting team is harmonious, and the pitching team is dissonant. So it's going to be a single for JBJ, and the runners advance 90 feet for Enrique Hernandez to roll off of the men on base chart. It wouldn't be a video without me dropping one of the dice. 34. Slugger hits double. Unfortunately, Kike Hernandez is not a slugger. It's going to be a double, and the 2022 Red Sox take the lead off of a single and an RBI by Kike Hernandez, setting up for a humongous opportunity here for the Red Sox to close this game down and send the 1927 Yankees to the cusp of losing their third series in this project, and they will become only the third team to beat the 1927 Yankees. And let's see if that'll happen right now as we head to the bottom half of the ninth. 1, 2, 3 is Whitlock a workman or struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Tony Lazzeri a champion batter? He is a semi-champion. The decider die says he's not a champion, and the 2022 Red Sox are going to take Game 3 by a final score of 4-3. It was a 2. On the right die, yep, there it was. As it'll be a no runs result of 2 to end the ball game. Oh man, with a final score of 4-3. And it looks like Garrett Whitlock will be the winner. Joe Girard will be the loser, as both pitchers of record, to not have both starters get, to have both starters get a no decision in this ball game. Even though that Herb Pennock pitched well, going 6 innings of shutout baseball, unfortunately, he will not get a decision here in this ball game, as Joe Girard will be the loser here for the 1927 Yankees. And there will be a Game 4 later on today. So with that being said, if you are new to the channel, and or if you just stumbled upon this video in the algorithm, I first off, I am humble and proud that you clicked on this video. If you like the content that you see, do consider subscribing. Do consider subscribing to the channel, as I will be posting future content here on my channel. And so for now, until later today, Your final score here in Game 3 is the 2022 Red Sox taking it by a final score of 4-3.